Today we're going to talk about power of a monomial, and what that means is we're just going to take a monomial and raise it to a power. So I'm going to expand this monomial right here. This would be y to the fifth times y to the fifth because it's this whole thing squared. And now we're back to multiplying monomials where we can just add the exponents. So this winds up being y to the 10th power. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. So this would be n to the 7th times n to the 7th 4 times. And when I add the exponents, I get n to the 28th. So there is a shortcut that we can use, and I'm going to show you that now. Here's the shortcut. So when you raise a monomial to some power, then all we can really do is just multiply the exponents together. So if we look back at the two examples we just did, if I were to just multiply these two exponents, 5 times 2, that would give me 10, which is what we wound up with. And over here, 7 times 4 would give me 28. So we can go ahead and use that rule. When we're raising a monomial to a power, we can just multiply the exponents. So if we're going to look at this right here, this I'm going to show you the other way again. So this would be a times b times a times b times a times b, because this is to the third power. Remember, if you don't see an exponent, then it's 1. So I'm going to put little exponents of 1 in here all along. And I'm multiplying all of these together. So I'm going to add the exponents. So this becomes a to the third power times b to the third power. And I'm going to actually skip over this one for now because I just want to show you the shortcut here. So when you have a product, a monomial that's a product of two terms, we can use the same rule that we just went over on the other page. So we're just going to multiply each exponent by the exponent on the outside of the parentheses. So let's see how this works. So I have 4x squared b raised to the third power. I'm just going to multiply every single one of these exponents. Remember, this is a 1 and this is a 1. Don't forget about raising the 4 to the third power as well. So this would be 4 to the third power. And then I have x squared to the third power. I'm going to multiply those exponents together. So this becomes x to the 6th and b, and then this is to the first power, and then I'm raising it to the third power. So I'm multiplying those together. So it's 4 to the third power times x to the 6th times b cubed. And I can go ahead and simplify 4 to the third power. And remember that caret symbol. Let me just point it out to you real quick on your graphing calculator. So I can do 4. Here's the caret symbol right here. I'm going to raise it to the third power. And that's 64. So this becomes 64 x to the 6th b cubed. Be really careful with negatives. When you're raising a negative to a power, make sure you put it in parentheses. So I'm going to have you try this one on your own, and we'll continue this in class.